Hey, this is Sarah from Lady Cadence Island. Today we're on Sunflower Island and we are going to be getting ready for the beautiful new East Africa set that's coming out soon. I'm saving up my coins right now. Now, if you just watched the previous video I did, the 6 Island tour, you would have seen most of my Botanical Bliss over on Willow Island. And I had been using this island you have seen in previous videos for my New Orleans set and Mexico and some Venice set items. So you'll probably want to go back and see those if you want to get ideas for how to use the island for those sets. Now I still do have Mexico on here. However, when I was changing things up in preparation for the new set, I went ahead and decorated it with Botanical Bliss and Mexico. So I do really like this current design. I wanted to make sure I recorded this before I change it. And I was also thinking I will incorporate some of these items from Botanical Bliss. For example, this section right in the front here, we're going to keep this the same because it looks like you could be doing a little tour of an East Africa little island off the coast here. I know that doesn't actually make sense of where it's at in the world geographically, but still, we got the dirt paths, we've got a little ticket booth, we've got this here. So this little section I will keep the same. The things that don't match would be the tulip pathways, just really don't match very well. I still don't mind some of the floral elements with the dirt paths, so we're going to see how that works. I may also keep my Mexico items in here. Not sure about the fountains. I probably won't keep those. And I'm not sure about these other water features either. I might keep this turtle pond back here because there are water features with the new set and the elephants washing themselves. I'll probably just pull over some water from that. Let's hop over to Willow real quick and I'll show you what I did on Willow as well, just that change before we make even more changes. Now I have this same little entryway idea because it just looks like a cute little entryway to the island. And I do have some of my Botanical Bliss items here, like the cottage, the completion cottage. However, I also have items from the New Orleans set, so they're doing a cute carriage ride up this pathway. We've got some of the items from the Venice set. Again, these were on Sunflower, so I've just kind of changed it up. The water was used as like a central fountain kind of court area. Now it's a little different. Still have my buildings from the New Orleans set and that jazz club included. And then there's the water feature back here. Now some of this water I'm going to need to use for the East Africa set. I stuck my pizzeria back here and that other little outdoor area. And then this is similar to what I had before. It's just my outdoor kind of party area. A lot of this was from New Year's celebration as well as 7th anniversary celebration decorations, but they all work really nicely together. They work well with the tropical theme, so those are staying. This front area is probably going to stay as it is. Again, the only thing I might need to do is figure out water. If I take some of that, scoot some of these things back. So I'm not sure about that. Okay, before we go too far in the video, I do want to go ahead and show you the decorations that are coming. And these are so pretty. I love them. It's a totally new style. And that's what's causing me some issues because it's so different from anything else that we have. See, the grand prize that you get for completing is the elephant. Super cute. So that, of course, goes with your regular stream tile in the permanent shop. It can be fitted into those corners there. And then there's these other items from the star boxes. They always have a 125 flower item and a 75 flower item you can get from pink star boxes. And then, of course, there's always a diamond purchase decoration, which, as I always say, I never get because that's a lot of diamonds, but really cute anyway. Here's the other 2 square decorations that will be available. Also note the incredible flower count on these. Which also means it's higher coins that you need. I am trying to raise 200,000 coins because I want more than one of the beautiful trees as well as the rocky tree things there. So I definitely need to save up my coins for these. Here are the 1 square decorations. Again, you're going to have similar flower count and coin value as you do on most 1 square decorations. The ostriches, those are great, so you might consider getting those and hiding behind buildings where you have empty space or usable space. It's always a good trick. And of course the grass is going to be beautiful, as well as those desert roses, also beautiful. Now, of course, that grass is going to be like a regular grass tile that fits together to make kind of a field, but you do have to consider the edging on that, which could be a little tricky. We'll see. All right, these are extra decorations. I have no idea how they're going to be offered. Some I know will be sale items, some will be challenge rewards, some could be secrets reward, possibly club mysteries, no idea. So I'm not going to actually use these in my template because I don't want to get myself excited or planning on something if it's a sale decoration and I don't end up buying it. All right, back to sunflower. Now we are going to remove the flower pathways. Going to remove these, although I may use them as fences because they do work nice for fencing. But for now we're going to pop them up. This I'm going to keep, this I'm going to keep here. This does not belong. That I probably won't. It doesn't really belong either. Now, I don't know about my greenhouses either, but I might keep those too. My little bride and groom don't really match. And we will go ahead and take these up as well as this pathway. Now I'm also thinking all of these extra ponds won't really go. I might keep these just temporarily. We'll see. These need to go. All of these extra purple trees, I do love them. It's going to be a little interesting to have so many floral elements with the elements from the safari kind of set, so not sure how that will all work. We'll see. We may have a little safari section in the front and then push it back. Because I don't know how I'm going to decorate, I'm probably going to leave the space like this and just wait and see how things pan out. Kind of put things around a little bit, and because I'm just not sure. The truth is, I don't want to use the whole space for safari only because that would be purchasing way too many decorations, and I might end up doing that, but we're just gonna see. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I'll probably purchase a bunch of things and then let them build, and then once they're complete, we'll worry about rearranging and making it more suitable for the space. So this is Marigold Island, and we were able to open up more spaces because they lowered the amount of stars necessary. So because of that, now I have this whole section decorated how I want it, all the way down. And now this section is my storage still, as I've shown you in the past, for keeping things that I want to use in this island, but aren't ready yet. So I even decorated a little bit with some ideas. This is going to be the carnival section of the island. However, because that new set is coming out, I need to use this for storage for some of those other items. So let's do that now. This is going for sure on sunflower. I might put this on sunflower too. And then these just need to go in my storage boat because they are not worth as many flowers. And I need the space for my other higher count items to be stored. So let's go down here and get some of those bigger things. Like these are 400 piece. Definitely want them being stored on an island. 160. And let's see. Go ahead and put you down. Oh, and my 250 pools. Definitely want you guys to be stored. My purple trees. These beautiful marble decorations. And then we're going to go ahead and store these for now. Okay. Put that on there. Why not? Oh, and I've got those. I might put those back as a fence over on that island. So we'll pop these guys back in for now. Now, I already did have a flower shortage because I had just placed some things and then put them back on my boat just in order to advance. So that's why I was already a good amount of flowers in the hole. But that was my own fault and choice that I did that. So let's go ahead and put some of these things back over here. Now again, they're not where they're going to be, of course. I'm going to put this in fence form just so I can see what we've got to work with here. Alright, so that was about where I was at before on flowers. I know it looks funny, but we're going to just wait it out and see how I plan to put things. But those are the things I want to keep on the island, I believe anyway. We'll see. Now I might empty out some space, do a little bit of a mock-up, but I'm just not even sure where to begin on this. But we might go ahead and try it out and see. So I'm back, and as you can see, I did do a tentative little layout to help me do a mock-up. I didn't keep it this way, but I wanted to show you kind of the process, the in-between. When I was thinking I was going to have Mexico items on there too, I was thinking of leaving that center strip open just for building things and then playing around with it to figure out how I wanted to do things, but I just was not satisfied with it in this form because it looks so crowded at the beginning of the island. So I did go ahead and decide to try to do a mock-up and kind of redesign it in a different way. Okay, and we're back. Now, it took me a long time to think through a potential template that would incorporate both the Botanical Bliss items and safari items in a way that will work. And I'm not sure that it will still. I did add this little lion in here. He's from the movie set, but he's a lion, so, you know, he's very Savannah-ish. We got llamas going on. We've got definitely plants from all kinds of different topography and geography, but you know what? It's June's journey, so it's all a little bit of fantasy, and we'll see. I think it still might work. I do really like how this part is in the back. I have kept my little water fountains features play area there. I did scoot back my greenhouses and that pretty butterfly house. We still got our pretty pathways. I actually have another fountain I earned from a Starbucks, which is cute. We've even got these little Hawaiian hula dancers back here. We definitely got lots of things going on. But I do feel like I can get away with the safari items in the middle. I have the water here in preparation for where that elephant decoration will be. That's the completion prize. So I think that'll work. Like I said, I'm not sure how the grasses are going to work. I probably will need to scoot around some of these things like agave bushes and lupines and such to put on the edges of it, so we don't have that harsh, like sharp, flat border of the grasses. So we'll just see how it looks once we get it. At least I have the space cleared now in order to do it. Now I have the checkerboard thing going on here because that's how I create my templates, my mock-ups. It helps me to know how big the actual decorations are going to be by using those squares. So I can make a full 2 square or 1 square and it's the correct size. So that's the reason for the checkerboard grass. It just helps me again with my template. But I think that's what we're going to go with for now. I really like this island the way it is now. I think it's pretty. Like I said, I'm going to keep these. I just can't see getting rid of those beautiful Botanical Bliss items yet because I love them so much. So we're going to keep those and then try to make the Africa items work around it. So let me show you a quick mock-up idea, and then I will show you again those actual decorations for you to look at, so you know what's coming and you know how much to save up for June. All right, and this is kind of what I've come up with, kind of having safari elements in the middle of the island with that water feature and the elephants, zebras, the grasses around. Again, I'm not sure how it's going to look with the grasses. I need to have some things that kind of taper down, so I'll probably use some of those other plants like the agave plants to kind of taper down where the grasses end. And this is just a rough mock-up. It's not going to look exactly like this, but it does give you an idea. I will probably add some more of those trees. I might even add some more of those trees to other islands because they are worth a good amount of flowers, so they will be super helpful. I do like having the dirt path kind of combining things, and I love the animals, so I'm kind of going with like a animal sanctuary here, and with gardens as well, and I think it could work. What do you think? And as a reminder, here are the beautiful decorations again that you have to look forward to, how you can get them, coin values, flower values. I would love to hear from you about your plans for this set as well as how you plan to rearrange things. So please let me know via Facebook what your plans are in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching.